Kern County has experienced the first death caused by the flu this season. And 17 News is in the courtroom as the Leslie Chance murder trial enters day 10. And a series of deadly crashes becomes a stark reminder to be safe during the holidays. This is 17 News at noon.
Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Amber Frias. New at noon, the early arrival of the flu season has caused its first death of the season in our county. Officials from the Public Health Department confirmed one person died from the flu, but provided no information about the person or the specifics that led to the person's death. A total of 27 people have died statewide this season. The department encourages residents to get a flu vaccine, and anyone who is experiencing flu symptoms is encouraged to stay home. We continue to follow the Leslie Chance murder trial as it enters day 10. This morning, Carrie Williams, the former girlfriend of Todd Chance, took the witness stand. Williams and Chance dated from 1990 to 1995 and at one point were engaged to be married. 17's Vanessa Dillon will have a full recap of tonight's hearing tonight at 5. A suspected DUI driver caused a crash overnight that left two vehicles on top of each other. This all happened on Niles Street around 1 in the morning. CHP says the driver of a BMW made a turn in front of a truck driving in the opposite direction. The truck hit the BMW, and then it went out of control and hit a van that was pulling out of the gas station. When the truck and the van crashed into each other, the van ended up on top of the truck. The lanes in the area closed for a short time during the crash. The CHP reminds everyone to wear your seatbelts and not to drink and drive. And all lanes on Highway 178 are back open following a fatal accident overnight. According to the California Highway Patrol, a car went off the roadway and into the Kern River. The incident was reported around 2 a.m., about 4 miles east of the mouth of the Kern River Canyon.
Looking at the vehicle debris, it looks like the vehicle was traveling eastbound toward Lake Isabella. Rounding a left-hand curve in the roadway, the vehicle traveled off the right side of the roadway, collided into the rock wall, and then veered back across the lanes where it overturned into the river.
No other vehicles were involved. The highway was closed this morning in both directions as crews retrieved the car. Another fatal accident in South Bakersfield this morning. This one leaves 2 people dead and 1 person with major injuries. According to the CHP, it happened close to 7 a.m. on the California 223 on South Union Avenue. The department says a white pickup truck was traveling north on the southbound lane of Union Avenue when it hit a Honda sedan driving on Highway 223. The truck driver, a man, and the Honda driver, a woman, both died on scene, while a passenger in the truck was taken to the local hospital. CHP says they are investigating the crash as a DUI. And finally, lanes are back open after a crash on Highway 166 at Old River Road. CHP found an overturned SUV with 1 person on the side of the road. They were rushed to the hospital with major injuries. And Studio Movie Girl was evacuated last night after police say an off-duty officer was found sleeping with a loaded gun. Police were called to the theater on Callaway Drive just after 11 last night. Bakersfield police say Officer Douglas Barrier was inside an empty theater with the gun in his lap. Police evacuated moviegoers as a precaution. They say Officer Barrier was under the influence and arrested for public intoxication. Shortly after, moviegoers were allowed back in. BPD says Barrier is on paid administrative leave as they investigate.
And now taking a quick look at your forecast on this Friday and taking you outside. And some high clouds, but for the most part, that's all we're seeing, and that's all we're expecting today into our Saturday before we see some big changes towards Christmas. 57 right now for Bakersfield, a light wind out of the south-southwest at 3 miles per hour. And as we take a look at the temperatures for today, we will rise into the 60s and then right back into those 50s, in fact, lower 50s by 10 o'clock. And then as we take a look at Tehachapi, 54 degrees, so a mild start to the afternoon. You have an east-southeast wind at 17. We take a look at the temperatures for today, and we'll be in the lower 50s and then slipping back into those lower 40s as we go throughout tonight. We've got a nice Saturday ahead, but big changes on the way Sunday through next Thursday. I've got details on that coming up in just a few minutes. Amber?
And 2 Toyota dealerships in Bakersfield want to help clear the county animal shelters and find new homes for hundreds of pets this holiday season. Bakersfield Toyota and North Bakersfield Toyota will pay all adoption fees at county animal service shelters today, tomorrow, and Monday. There are shelters in Bakersfield, Mojave, and Lake Isabella. Kern County's animal shelters will be open from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day of the adoption drive. And as you may know, this year Channel 17 celebrated a milestone. Today, Bakersfield Assemblyman Vince Fong visited the station to present a state resolution celebrating KGET's 60th anniversary. Our first broadcast was on Sunday, November 8th, 1959. That was before we were even called KGET. General Manager Derek Jeffrey was there to receive it, along with News Director Mike Trihey and the other members of our news team.
The work that the station does to not only share the news, but also to share the good works of nonprofits and charities throughout our community, help those in need, help those that are always looking for a hand up. And so we can't thank KGET enough.
We've been through many changes these last 6 decades. Last month, 17's Alex Fisher put together a special report showing the history of KGET. You can watch it anytime by going to our website, kget.com. And thank you for making us Kern County's news leader. Well, if you're buying something online, reviews can help determine if you're getting what you pay for. But how do you know if those reviews are real? We take a look at how you can spot a fake. And a pair of their studies is shedding even more light on lung injuries linked to e-cigarettes. That and how you can still protect yourself from the flu after the break-in. Your 17 Health Watch. In your 17 Health Watch, just in time for the holidays, flu season is in full swing. The Centers for Disease Control say the infection has already killed 1,800 people since the official season began in late September. It sickened at least 3.7 million others and sent 32,000 to the hospital. Not only is flu season striking faster and earlier than usual, it's also bringing an odd mix of viruses. Influenza B, which hits kids harder than adults, typically shows up later in the season. This year, it's been seen in 60% of the specimens collected at public health labs. The CDC doesn't expect new cases to slow down anytime soon, and it's not too late to get your flu shot. Also from the CDC, a pair of their studies is shedding even more light on lung injuries linked to e-cigarettes. In the first study, researchers looked at hospital data from the past couple of years. They found that vaping-related ER visits gradually increased beginning in January 2017, before spiking in June of this year. The scientists say after peaking in September, they have since declined. And in a second study, researchers compared fluid samples from 51 vaping-related lung injury patients in 16 states to those from healthy people. They found that vitamin E was detected in nearly all of the patients and was not in any of the healthy people. There are now 2,506 confirmed cases of vaping-related illness in the country, and at least 54 people have died. And if you're hosting kids for the holidays, whether it's for a few days or even a few hours, safety experts are encouraging you to check your home for potential hazards. From decor to new electronics to presents, unexpected items may present a risk. And every year, more than 2,200 kids die from an injury in or around the home. Sarah Dalov has the story.
Kyrell Ware is a kid on the move.
Falling on everything, jumping on everything.
Keeping mom Samantha on her toes, especially with upcoming celebrations in new environments.
When I go to other people's house, I kind of do like a walkthrough of their living room.
A smart move, says Safe Kids Worldwide, which is also helping hosts ensure the safety of little guests with a child-proofing checklist. A 360-degree view of a typical home draws attention to possible dangers. For example, are cleaning supplies locked up, laundry pods placed on a high shelf, and medications secured.
You really say go around at that child's level, make sure that you are removing everything from a location that they may be able to get at it.
At home or with relatives, as kids are tearing into presents, adults should be checking the recommended ages on the box and storing little kids' toys separately from bigger kids' toys and games.
They're often the ones that are going to put something in their mouths. And so some of those toys have little pieces that cause choking hazards.
And with lots of homes taking advantage of holiday deals on TVs, the Consumer Product Safety Commission is reminding people to anchor those electronics and other top-heavy pieces of furniture.
Our latest data shows that every 43 minutes a child is injured by a tip-over or furniture incident.
The Ware family has had a scare of their own.
He had a little fire truck he was riding, and he actually rammed the fire truck into the entertainment center, and the TV fell. The TV did not fall on him, thank God.
Today, they're TV secure and ready for Kyrell and any friends who come visit this season. Sarah Dolph, NBC News.
If you're hosting little ones, experts also advise to have the number for poison control nearby, and that number is 1-800-222-1222. And let's head over to the Weather Center with Kevin Charette. Kevin, are you hosting this Christmas?
I am going to be hosting a little Christmas Day dinner, so that'll be fun. And we'll be watching maybe a little bit of rainfall around the area. Outside, we've got some high clouds, but a great start to the afternoon. Most locations of Kern County are looking at some high clouds to start off the afternoon. We've got 55 in Wasco right now, Arvin in the lower 60s, Golden Hills 55, and a few high clouds in Fraser Park currently in the lower 50s as well. Let's take a look at other temperatures, and you can see basically valley temperatures upper 50s to lower 60s right now, and 50s and 60s into the mountains. So all around Kern County, a very nice day for us on this Friday, and you can see some of these high clouds drifting through the area. But that's all we're going to see here early on, and you can see I-5 at Fraser Mountain Road. The traffic is moving smoothly, and we know this is really going to pick up as we get closer to the Christmas holiday. So here's a look at the regional view. Other than the high clouds, that's all we're seeing. No rain around the state right now, but things are about to change. We have some weak ridging in place right now, but a series of storms are forming, and they are going to impact our holiday travel into California starting Sunday all the way through the end of next week. And here's the jet stream. There's that little ridge. Put it into motion. You see that first trough push on through Sunday into Monday, a little bit of a break on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, Thursday into Friday, we get that next system, which will be a little bit colder. So we're going to have to watch snow levels very carefully. Here's a look at the rain amounts with Sunday through Tuesday storm. Again, early Tuesday, we're going to get a little bit of a break. Right around a tenth to a quarter of an inch in most valley locations. Out near Taft, maybe a quarter to a half. And then for the mountains, Fraser Park could pick up to a half to an inch, and possibly in some of the elevations there, around an inch of snow. And then out in the desert, between a quarter and a half an inch of rain. So this is Sunday through early Tuesday. Want to talk about the snow potential. And you can see here on our Futurecast model, as we head into Tuesday night and Thursday, Wednesday and Thursday, you can see the models want to bring in some snow into the Kern County mountains. The snow level has been kind of going up and down, 3 to 6 inches possibly in some of the higher elevations out near Fraser Park and Pine Mountain Club, 1 to 3 inches in some areas of the Tehachapi area. So again, we may be adjusting this. I just want to give you a forewarning that it could happen. But here's a look at the main headlines. Sunday skies for the remainder of today into tomorrow. Tomorrow actually going to be fairly warm. And then Sunday through Thursday will be your next time frame for a series of systems to roll on in, and snow could, emphasize could, impact local mountains Wednesday and Thursday. Here's a look at the air quality for you today. Going to be moderate with an AQI at 33. And today we'll call for mostly sunny skies, the high clouds streaming on in. 66 in Bakersfield, 64 in Delano, 63 in Maricopa. For the mountains in the Kern River Valley, we'll be looking at 50s and 60s all around with a light wind throughout the day. And then for the desert, we'll look for mostly sunny conditions, a northeast wind 10 to 15, and a high 57 in Mojave. So let's talk about that extended forecast. And tomorrow's first day of winter, but it won't feel like it, 71 degrees. And Sunday through next Thursday is when the rain will move on in. I think we'll get a break in the rain action on Tuesday for Christmas Eve before it gets wet again Wednesday and Thursday. And then for the mountains, also looking at some wet weather. Look at the snow levels between 45 and 4,800 feet, dropping Wednesday, Thursday. In fact, Thursday, it'll go down to about 3,800 feet. And temperatures are going to be cooling back into those 40s. And then for the Kern River Valley, also a chance of rain Sunday through Thursday, a little break on Tuesday as well. But much colder into next week, into Christmas Eve and Christmas Day, with only 40s in the Kern River Valley.
I'm glad we're getting that nice day on Saturday with mild temperatures.
Yeah, tomorrow 71. Get out and enjoy it before the cooler weather and the rain arrives.
Thank you.
Yep.
Well, tomorrow is expected to be the biggest shopping day of the year. We check out how the deals may beat Black Friday's prices on the way. And this 8-year-old has claimed the top spot on a Forbes internet list. The details in your 17 Business Watch after the break.
KGET Business Watch is brought to you by Grapevine MSP Technology Services, the Valley's leading IT service provider.
Welcome back. Well, for those of you who are getting ready to travel for the holiday season, you might want to pay attention to this. Bad food, confusing boarding, and tiny seats can ruin a flight quickly when you're traveling for hours. 2 of the world's largest airlines are getting bad reviews for their long-haul flights. A report from a consumer watchdog website, Which Travel, gives British Airways and American Airlines bad reviews. More than 6,500 travelers ranked American Airlines the single worst long-haul airline. British Airways fared a little better, but still had a poor showing. The UK carrier also ranked close to close to the bottom of the barrel for short-haul flights. European budget carrier Ryanair came in dead last for short-haul flights. Travelers gave Singapore Airlines the best score for long-haul flights. They also ranked Emirates and Virgin Atlantic highly. Both British Airways and American Airlines expressed disappointment and questioned the authenticity of the data. This year will put the Super in Super Saturday. December 21st is expected to be the biggest shopping day of the year, even beating out Black Friday crowds. The National Retail Federation reports in a new survey that about 147.8 million people are expected to shop. That's up from 134.3 million last year, also known as Panic Saturday. This shopping holiday is all about getting last-minute holiday gifts. Cheap Black Friday-like prices aren't super likely, but that's the gamble when shopping so close to Christmas Day. Some stores will even have extended hours. Check out their websites to confirm those. And if you're shopping online this year for your friends and family, you might count on product reviews to help you decide what to buy. But how do you know if those reviews are real? NBC's Vicki Nguyen with tonight's Price You Pay.
Retailers are combating another big business, fake reviews.
Yeah, I definitely look at the reviews.
I would never buy a product online without looking at a review.
Amazon says it spent $400 million to protect customers, thwarting 13 million bogus posts last year. An internet search turns up dozens of sites that promise to populate a product's page with phony reviews for a price. To test the power of ratings for cash, we set up a fake business page on Facebook earlier this year. Then we paid $168 for positive reviews. Within 24 hours, the page had 607 reviews and a 5-star rating.
What can you do to make sure that what you're reading is true? A lot of retailers like Amazon, Walmart, Target offer what they call verified customer reviews. And so you can see right next to the review that the customer has actually purchased that product.
Look for grammar mistakes, spelling errors, and repetitive language in different posts. We found one alleged Amazon customer who posted 676 book reviews, all 4 or 5 stars, most with the generic title, "I really liked it."
Another tip, check for the same item on different websites. That way you have more reviews to read and to compare.
Simple steps to tell who or what is behind those stars. Vicki Nguyen, NBC News, New York.
Well, he's only 8 years old and already set for life. You might even want to switch jobs when you hear how this little boy is making millions of dollars. Plus, you don't need the force to guess what movie will rise above the box office this weekend. Entertainment news is after the break. In your 17 entertainment news now, according to Forbes, the highest earning YouTuber made $26 million this year, and he's only 8 years old.
First of all, I'm going to test out my sister's shoe. Let's go. Whoa.
Ryan KG has almost 23 million subscribers on the Ryan's World channel. Yep, he started unboxing toys on camera when he was just 3 years old. He's expanded his content since then to include experiments and educational topics, and he's grown into a media empire. Ryan has contracts with both Nickelodeon and Hulu. According to Variety, his production company employs 28 people. The next biggest earner on YouTube trails him by $6 million. Ryan didn't get where he is overnight. He also topped the list of YouTube earners last year. And this week's Star Wars film might be the movie event of the year. The Rise of Skywalker brings an end to the 40-year-old saga. But good luck getting any information beyond that. Cast and crew have been ultra secretive when it comes to spoilers, with speculation lighting up the internet. Raphael Seth has more speculation in this week's box office preview.
Daisy Ridley runs with a lightsaber in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. That's about the only thing we know for certain regarding this 9th and final chapter. The studio gives broad plot points like the final battle commences, but you'll have to watch for yourself to see if they reveal Rey's parental lineage and whether she crosses over to the dark side. The Rise of Skywalker is rated PG-13.
Fox News star Gretchen Carlson dropped a major bombshell today.
The revolution will be televised in Bombshell. This ripped from the headlines drama is based on the Fox News sexual harassment scandal. The film scored several award nominations for the 3 female leads. Charlize Theron and Nicole Kidman portray Fox News anchors being manipulated by boss Roger Ailes in a high-profile stand at the dawn of the Me Too era. Bombshell is rated R.
Here we go!
Hollywood does the stray cat strut in Cats. This big screen adaptation of the Andrew Lloyd Webber musical lands a litter of tabby talent. Everyone from Oscar winners Jennifer Hudson and Judi Dench to pop stars like Jason Derulo and Taylor Swift get the feline treatment as they compete to see which city kitty gets the honor of rebirth. Cats is rated PG. That's the box office preview. Raphael Seth, NBC News.
When we return here on 17 News at noon, Chuck Nordstrom joins us with today's Pet of the Week. Stay with us. Finally here at noon, Chuck Nordstrom is here with our Pet of the Week from the SPCA. Chuck, good to have you with us. You have little Moo here?
Glad to be here. And yes, I think this is the smallest pet I've ever brought on. But she's not the youngest. She's actually between 2.5 and 3 months old. She's just extremely tiny. Little Chihuahua, as you can see, and she got her name Moo because she has kind of the coloration of a cow.
So do you think she's going to stay this small?
Yeah, she's going to be very tiny. She just got over 2 pounds now, so she was spayed yesterday, available for adoption tomorrow morning when we open at 9:30, and people can come out this afternoon and take a look at her and all the other puppies available.
Where was she found?
Someone found her when a neighbor had moved out and believes they left her behind.
Oh, no.
And she was young then. She was probably only 6-7 weeks old. But we kept thinking, okay, she's got to grow. She's got to get a bit bigger. But she's just remained very small. I doubt she'll ever hit 3 pounds. But she needs a good, loving home for the holidays, and hopefully someone comes out tomorrow.
Now, is there any requirements that you require of people who want to come in and adopt?
Well, we want them to come in, spend time with her, make sure that it's, they like her temperament and everything. And then it's the paperwork and paying the fees and all that, but she'll be going home tomorrow.
All right, thank you so much. And you can always reach the SPCA at 323-8353. Again, Moo is available tomorrow morning. Thanks for joining us for 17 News at noon. We'll see you back here tonight at 5. Have a great weekend.
17 News, your local news leader, continues 24 hours a day on KGET.com and our 17 News app. In the spirit of the Golden Empire, 17 News.